Do you know what I regret? I regret wanting to be an independent girl from a very young age.
I have been tricked, absolutely bamboozled, brainwashed into thinking what I'm supposed to be is an independent woman.
I am so tired of being a strong, independent woman, girl boss.
It seems like more women are waking up after regretting to be a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, a lot of girls want to be independent. That's fine. It's not mine. I don't want to be independent.
Can we take a second to discuss how much of a scam it is that we are made to become strong, independent women?
I was bamboozled.
This realization came from reality hitting them hard. In other words, they need help. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
I'm sorry, no one understands how tired I am of men. A man could tell me that the sky is blue. I need to go outside and check myself. I'm sorry, I just don't believe. I don't believe anymore. Because let me tell you one thing that men will do, men will lie. And men will lie hard. Honestly speaking, believe a man at your own risk. Believe him at your own risk. I'm sorry, but unless God directly tells me this brother is for you, I'm not listening. I don't want to hear it no more.
Yo, I changed my mind. I don't want to be independent anymore. I don't want to do this. I am now accepting applications for a man who wants to pay me $5,000 a month and then never speak to me. Pay all of my bills and then just go away, please. Ooh, tell me why I just had to pay $400 to replace 2 tires. $400 that I don't have. Serious inquiries for a man who wants to pay all my bills, please inquire within. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, keep dreaming. If you think a man is going to come to your rescue and just hand over $5,000 a month just to be around you, then you're delusional. What exactly does he gain from that? He's supposed to throw away his hard-earned money while you contribute nothing but your presence. What a joke.
Why is it that the finest guys in the world, and also single, never leave the house? Is there a reason for that?
Yes, actually there is a reason. They're not out in the spotlight anymore. They've retreated, addicted to their peace and solitude. They've realized that maintaining their own space and avoiding the drama is far more valuable than chasing after people who disturb their mental and emotional well-being. And once a man gets used to that kind of peace, it becomes almost impossible for him to tolerate anything that disrupts it, especially when it's someone bringing chaos or unnecessary stress into his life.
I don't know when I'm gonna meet my man, but one thing I am tired of is people coming into my life not ready to be my man.
To the table with the table, the chairs, the bacon. So I'm not asking or begging a man to take care of me because I don't need that, honey. Look at me.
Few moments later.
I'm tired. I no longer want to be an independent woman. Forget that INDE. I'm good. I want to be a housewife.
This wouldn't be so hard if women were just honest with themselves. They love putting up this front, pretending they can do it all on their own. But when life gets tough, the mask starts to fall off, and suddenly they're saying, "I want a man." So much for being an independent woman, right? It's like they spend years pushing this narrative of not needing anyone, only to turn around when reality hits, and they realize it's not as easy as they thought. But I've got to respect it, though. At least she came back to reality. At least she came back to her senses, I guess.
Can we take a second to discuss how much of a scam it is that we are made to become strong, independent women? In stressful times like this when I'm moving, I don't want to do it on my own. I don't want to do it with movers. I want my mommy and my daddy to come pick up my shit and move it with me. And sometimes I just want to be like a little crybaby, and I don't want to be a strong, independent woman. I want help, and I want mom and dad.
Good men are hard to find. I totally agree with you. Good men are hard to find because good men aren't looking for you. Good men are hard to find because good men are busy working, climbing corporate ladders, chasing success, building businesses, building themselves and their future. Good men are hard to find because good men don't do nightclubs, strip joints, on dating apps, on Instagram, liking women pictures sliding in their DMs. Good men don't find their women that way. Low value men do. Good men are just like good women. They are very selective in their personal search. They're not turned on by women with big butts, big tits, and who have the intelligence of a rock. Instagram models do not impress them. They have outgrown that phase of their life. Good men don't settle down with women who are not in alignment with their future goals. Good men do not settle with women that they can't grow with and become their best self, because they know selecting the wrong woman, just like selecting the wrong man, can be detrimental to their success and their overall well-being. So yes, I totally agree with you. Good men are hard to find because good men are setting themselves up for a good woman to become a good husband.
Absolutely correct. Good men aren't out there like that anymore. They're becoming harder to find. The women who keep asking for good men often already had their chance with one during their prime, but they chose the bad boys instead. Now, after wasting years on the wrong choices, they're in a desperate scramble to find a good man, only to realize they overlooked him when it mattered most. The tables have turned, and now the men they took for granted have moved on or checked out completely. These women are left chasing ghosts, wishing they had appreciated the good man when he was right in front of them.
I think this whole independent woman shit is a scam. Hear me out. I've been working since the age of 16 and I'm pretty successful in my professional life. But when you're so used to providing for yourself as a woman, you lose that feminine touch in you.
You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna fucking say it, but the dating pool now is literally full of shit, piss, and diarrhea. It does not matter how fucking old they are. They could be. I've dated or tried to date guys up to 8 years older than me and 3 years younger than me, and literally all the fucking same. I'm so fucking done with dating. I am not looking actively. I am just dumping dating sites. I am just going to now just live my life, and honestly, whatever fucking happens, happens. I thought I met somebody out in the wild, and literally not even at a bar. Not at a bar, okay? And it was really good until it wasn't. And I'm so fucking done. That is it.
The hurt is definitely on both sides. Both good men and good women are out there, struggling to date, but it's like they can't find each other. Instead, they keep running into everyone else who's toxic, manipulative, or playing games. It's frustrating because these people genuinely want something real, but it feels like they're always encountering the worst, and after a while, that wears you down. Many of them have already given up, tired of the endless cycle of disappointment.
PSA, I am only dating hot guys. This is the Hawkeye era. I'm only gonna date hot men from now on because, first of all, you date the uglies. They will humble you so quick because they got you, and then they're like, dang, there must be something so good about me if I got this hot girl and I look like this. There must be something really amazing about me that made me get her, so let me treat her like crap and see what I can get away with. Ugly guys can treat you like crap, hot guys can treat you like crap, but at least when a hot guy treats you like crap, you're like, okay, at least you're hot. When the ugly guy treats you like crap, you're like, how dare you? So just date the hot ones, because honestly there is no difference between a hot guy and an ugly guy and how they treat you. It just really depends on the guy, his character, everything like that. So babe, get you a hot man. You deserve it.
This is what I mean when I say women have different rules for different types of guys. They will tolerate certain behaviors from men, just depending on how they look. But if these women really consider themselves so hot, then why are they struggling to keep the attention of those high-status men? It's simple, because those men don't need to settle. Those top-tier men aren't falling for the ego boost these women are looking for, but the real reason they go for medium attractive guys is because the hot guys they crave aren't putting them on a pedestal the way they want.
You hear independent women so much state that they can have a good life without a man. They don't need a man to have a good life. And you know what? You're absolutely right. You can have a good life. You can fulfill a lot of your own desires and needs and things in that nature, right? But with the right man, you're going to have a great life. With the right man, he's going to teach you. He's going to show you. He's going to lead you. He's going to protect you. He's going to bring out the best in you and protect all of that. And you're going to let him, and he's going to love you for it because you trust him. So do not X out all men. Stop being so independent that you're going to independent yourself right into loneliness. Okay, it's okay to fulfill your own desires and needs in life. It's okay to create the life you want while you're on that journey, maybe in a period of time where you are solo. But do not exit out and pretend that you don't need a man to have a great life, because if you have the right one, man is no comparison to that life that you're living alone.
That is true.
I have been tricked, absolutely bamboozled, brainwashed into thinking what I'm supposed to be is an independent woman. You remember that song they put out? INDEPENDENT. That's how I know how to spell independent, by the way. But they say, what? You know what that means? It means I'm tired. 2 jobs. Work hard. She a bad broad. No! She's tired. What? Apparently, the alternative is barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. But you mean to tell me I don't have to wear shoes and I get to stay in the kitchen where the food is at? 2 out of 3, that really ain't that bad. I mean, the pregnancy part, might need to talk about it. But just being barefoot, not having to leave the house, eating some yeast rolls, that sounds pretty good right about now. Yep. Anyway, I'll change my mind after I've had a little nappy nap. But yep, that's my rant for the day.
The women who keep up this facade of independence and not needing a man are setting themselves up to end up alone. Instead of working with men as partners, they turn it into a competition, trying to outdo men in every aspect, and that leads to resentment and even hatred. It's like they're so focused on proving that they don't need men, that they don't realize the emotional toll it's taking on them. They may act strong and self-sufficient on the outside, but deep down, it's eating them up. The constant need to prove their independence is exhausting, and it isolates them even more. By the time they realize what's happening, it's often too late. They've pushed away the very people they claim they don't need, and they're left by themselves, wondering why things turned out this way.
Look, ladies, if you really have high standards, you will never have to tell a man. He will already intuitively know. Men can pick up on the fact whether or not women are within their standards fairly quickly. Take it from me, there's zero reason for you to shout your boundaries to the world. A woman with high standards carries herself with such a poise, and she has this energy that just speaks for itself. It's why I said men will just know intuitively. The girl who's always shouting about how she has such high standards and will never let a man do this or never let a man do that or break this or whatever the heck it is usually the first to break her own boundaries. We all know that girl. A high-value woman and a woman with high standards will not have to tell a man what he did wrong. She will simply leave. The need to chase a man when he pulls away absolutely repulses her. It's not a green light for her to try and prove her self-worth. So if you ever feel like you have to ask a man for princess treatment, you're not acting like a princess. So, be about your business. If he doesn't approach you, it's because he knows that you aren't within his reach. And that's fine, because another man will step up to the plate. Just keep doing you.
There's a fine line between being delusional and having standards. A lot of women claim they have high standards, but in reality, they might just be unrealistic or unwilling to meet men halfway. No man can fully know when and what a woman wants. He's not a mind reader. That's why communication is crucial. If these women aren't getting the princess treatment they expect, it's because they haven't earned it. They think they deserve to be treated like royalty just for showing up, but it doesn't work that way. A man will treat a woman 10 times better if she's doing right by him, if she's loyal, supportive, and brings peace into his life. Princess treatment isn't just handed out for nothing. It's earned through mutual respect and reciprocity. When a woman is genuine, loving, and appreciates what a man does for her, he'll go out of his way to make her feel special. But if all she does is take and never give, why would any man want to go the extra mile? Real men don't reward entitlement.
Bitch, I want hoes.
You think you want a hoe era until you experience the aftermath of having a hoe era, especially as a chaotic bisexual, because that shit will come back to haunt you until the day you fucking die. I can't do it anymore. I'm going celibate.
Every man wants an independent woman until they get an independent woman. And hear me out. Independent women, they don't need you. They want you. They got it. They got it mentally. They got it physically. They got it emotionally. And they got it financially. Now, if you're going to walk into her life, make sure that you can go and provide. It's independent does not mean that you lay back and you just let her do her thing. Because I promise you, she's going to do her thing. And she's going to do her thing without your ass. When you have an independent woman, that's when you want to go and step the fuck up. Women like that don't come across often. Why will you let her do her thing alone when you could do it with her? Independent women are so strong mentally, physically, like they really got it. But it gets to a point where it's like, okay, for how long do I got it? Cause goddamn, they need a little help around here. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's like, step it up. Step it up. Step it up. You want a good chick. You want a strong woman. You want a woman that got her shit together. But when she crosses your path, you don't know what the fuck to do. Cause you're doing a whole lot of nothing. Yeah. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Cause if you want her, you're gonna have to do something to keep her. Because you do, I promise she's gonna go above and beyond for you. Cause like I said, independent women have been doing it for so long for themselves that they want someone where they can put that same energy and that same effort for. Don't fumble the ball. Don't get intimidated by her. Grow with her. You guys can literally become unstoppable. But you both gotta be there mentally.
That would be incorrect. Not every man wants an independent woman. They just want a woman, preferably a woman who doesn't identify with being independent, because most men find that term to be very unattractive. Men don't need a woman to be independent for the relationship to flourish. They just want a woman who brings peace, support, and femininity. Independence isn't what makes a relationship grow. It's the ability to work together, respect each other, and create harmony. As long as she keeps all that boss babe energy outside the relationship, where it might help her career or personal goals, it's fine. But in the relationship, most men don't want to compete or deal with someone constantly trying to prove they don't need them. It's not about being intimidated. It's about wanting a partner who brings warmth and softness to the relationship, not someone who's constantly asserting their independence. Men are drawn to women who can be strong when needed, but still embrace the dynamic of mutual support, not competition.